Shalom, Akim. Back again, prophesizing the return of the Father, Yahweh, and the Son, Yahweh Shai. You all ignorantly call him Jesus, but his true and Hebrew name is Yahweh Shai. Coming at you with another lesson. Before we get started, we're going to give all praise and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rekakadash Barakatah. Double honors to our apostles at Great Millstone. Honors to the hopeful elect. The so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans are the biblical and true Hebrews of the Bible. Salutation to all the Akim out there pushing his word in truth and sincerity, the speckled bird, and all those whose lineage goes back to our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Barakatah. This is part one of a two-part lesson. The title of the lesson is The Lord Chastens the Ones He Loves. Okay, part one of a two-part lesson. The Lord chastens the ones He loves. It's quite a few scriptures on this, so I decided instead of making it into one long lesson, I'll make it into a two-part lesson, and all that we don't cover in part one of the lesson, we will dot the I's and cross the T's in part two. The Lord chastens the ones He loves. Let's look up that word chasten, okay? As I stated before, when I have this phone here in airplane mode, I don't have the luxury of being able to go to my Strongs, you know what I'm saying, and define the word, get the definition of the word, or go to my dictionaries. So I usually look up the word prior to the lesson, before the lesson starts. But the definition of chastise, okay, the definition of chastise, rebuke or reprimand severely. Okay, that's the definition of chastise, to rebuke or reprimand severely. Used in a sentence, it says, a father chastised his son for being lazy. Okay, and that's pretty much what our Father, Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, does to us. Okay, his children, because we are his children. And a father chastises his sons to get them on the right track. He chastises his sons because he loves them, okay, man? And we are the sons of Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. Get the lesson cracking right now. Precept, Deuteronomy. I want to say Deuteronomy 32 and 9. And it says, for the Lord's portion is his people, Jacob, is the lot of his inheritance, okay? Deuteronomy 32 and 10. He found him in a desert land and in the waste, howling wilderness. He led him about and instructed him. He kept him as the apple of his eye. Okay? So you see, we are the Lord's portion. Okay? And when something is happening, okay, using to roughly paraphrase, Miss Jones, somebody got shot down the street. They shooting down the street. Miss Jones ain't worried about, you know what I'm saying, your son. She worried about her son. Okay. They shooting. They done shot somebody down the street. Miss Johnson, okay, she not worried about Miss Jones' son. She worried about her son. Well, that's how Yahweh Shai is, you know what I'm saying? He's not worrying about these heathen nations. Okay, he's worried about his portion, which is Israel, his children, okay? Deuteronomy, we're going to stay in Deuteronomy, and we're going to go to Deuteronomy 1 and 31 now. Deuteronomy 1 and 31 now. And it reads, okay, Deuteronomy 1 and 31, and it reads, and in the wilderness where thou hast seen how that the Lord thy God bare thee as a man doeth bear his son, in all the ways that ye went, until ye came into this place. Yet in all things ye did not believe the Lord your God. Okay. Now, see, that's when we in the wilderness, and the Lord is telling us how he carried us, how he bared us as a father bear a son in everything that we did. And despite all that, we still had, disbelief. Okay. We still, you know what I'm saying, did not believe in the Lord. Okay. We still didn't put our faith in him. Okay. So, like I say, in Deuteronomy 32:9, he tells you Israel is his portion. Deuteronomy 1:31, okay, he bears Israel. He bared us as a father do bear for son. So, like I said, the Lord chastens the ones he loves. Okay, and a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, they tend to mess up, the heathen nations. They tend to get away with a lot of stuff, you know what I'm saying, and they tend to just do, you know what I'm saying, wickedness on top of wickedness on top of wickedness, and nothing ever happens, you know what I'm saying, and you be like, wow, we can't get away with that because, you know what I'm saying, when we mess up, we get chastened right away. We get chastened right away. But I'll give you a precept on that right now. Give me that Ecclesiastes, okay? Ecclesiastes, I think it's 8. Ecclesiastes 8:11. There it is right there. It says, because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the hearts of the sons of men is fully set to do them to Salakia. Ecclesiastes 8:11. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil. Okay, see, just because they did something and it was wicked, very wicked as hell, okay, and they got away with it, they didn't get no chastisement behind it. Nothing happened to them behind it. Now their heart is fully set to do evil again and again and again. But you see, Israel, especially the elect, like me and my elders and my apostles, we do a wicked act, and we get punished right away. You know what I'm saying? We get punished right away for it. But the heathens, I guess he's letting theirs build up to the day of judgment. Okay, they'll get theirs. They'll get caught up in that fire because they do wickedness on top of wickedness on top of wickedness, and nothing happens. But Israel, soon as we step out of line, we get that rebuke, that reprimand, and it's severe reprimand. Okay. So the Lord chastens, you know what I'm saying, the ones he loves, okay? Just like it said in Deuteronomy 32:9, okay? I'll hit that one more time for you just to give you a clear understanding on it. Deuteronomy 32:9 says, for the Lord's portion is his people Jacob. His lot, Jacob is the lot of his inheritance, okay? He found him in a desert land and in the waste, howling wilderness. He led him about. He instructed him. He kept him as the apple of his eye. So, like I said, when the lesson first started, when something bad is happening, you know what I'm saying? Miss Williams and Miss Johnson, they not worried about nobody else's kids but theirs. So that's how Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai is toward Israel, his elect. He ain't worried about nobody but us. That's why the Lord chastens the ones he loves. All right. Let me give you a precept real quick on that. Give me that Job 5. Give me Job 5. Okay, and 17. Job 5:17. And it reads, behold, happy is the man whom God correcteth, Therefore despise not thou the chastening of the Almighty. Okay, you see what it says? It says, behold, happy is the man whom God correcteth. Therefore despise not thou the chastening of the Almighty. And if you drop down to Job 5:18, it says, for he maketh sore and bendeth up. He woundeth and his hands make whole. Okay, so despise not the chastening of the Lord. Okay, like it says, behold, happy is the man whom God correcteth. Therefore despise not thou the chastening of the Almighty. Okay, see, for it says he maketh sore and bindeth up. He woundeth and his hands maketh whole. So he brings you down, you know what I'm saying, but he builds you back up. So it says, despise not the chastening of Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai. Despise not his correction, because when you're going astray, he has to correct you to get you back on track. And that's what Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai does for his elect. In fact, I see that's what he's doing for me right now, because I've been a little off in things too. So I've been feeling that chastening a little bit, and it's getting me back on the right track. I'll give you one more precept. I said this was going to be pretty much a introduction to the lesson. This is part one of a two-part lesson. The Lord chastens the ones he loves. And all that we don't cover in part one, we're going to definitely, again, dot the I's and cross the T's in part two. Okay, I'll hit you with one more precept, and I'll close this lesson up. Lord will, it's edifying. Proverbs 3. Okay, give me Proverbs 3, and I want to say 11. Proverbs 3 and 11, and it reads, my son, despise not the chastening of the Lord, neither be weary of his correction. For whom the Lord loveth, he correcteth, even as a father, the son in whom he delighteth. Okay, see what I'm saying? It say, despise not the chastening of Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai, because it's for your benefit, man. It's to help you. It's to uplift you and make you a better man. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Don't despise it. You know what I'm saying? Look forward to it. Embrace it, man, because it's only for your betterment. It's only for your good, okay? So the Lord chastens the ones he loves. That's pretty much all I have right now. Lord will, the lesson was edifying. In closing, I like to say Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakakadas Barakatha, Abab Abo. Shalom, Akim.